Hi. Welcome to Philly.
Thank you for having us.
So first things first, I was creeping on your Instagram, and I saw that you're a big St. Louis Cardinal fan.
That's a good way to start a sentence. First things first.
I was creeping on your Instagram.
There it is.
Yeah. And I grew up a huge St. Louis Cardinal fan.
Awesome.
Even though I'm from like near the Poconos, my whole family grew up St. Louis Cardinals fans, and I saw you had a picture with Ozzie Smith, and I was very jealous.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Willie McGee was right next to me too.
I know, which was, and we went to batting practice when I was little. My brother was like, Mr. Smith, can I have your autograph? And he like walked past everybody else right to my brother and was like, thank you for calling me by my proper name.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and signed his glove, which is kind of cool. But it was even weirder because Drew Baldridge was here on Monday, and he's also a huge St. Louis Cardinal fan.
That's awesome.
So you guys got to link up. Maybe do a song together for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh man, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I think he's on the Illinois side though.
Yes, that's what he said. You were on the Missouri side.
I don't know if he can claim it really, but we'll allow it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he seemed really into, right? He seemed like really into it, so.
It's true. It's true.
So welcome to Philly. Have you been here before?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. You were at TLA with Walker Hayes.
I did that.
Oh, that's right.
You guys, there's like stints where I'm not home for a very long time, so I'm not going to recheck.
Guess it's like a blur.
Oh, a little bit. Is the Chameleon Club here too?
No, that's in Lancaster.
Okay, there you go.
TLA, that's right.
TLA, that's where I played. Yep.
Yeah.
That's where it was.
See,
I had a Philly cheesesteak.
Good.
At
Jim's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right down
that
the street.
That place was great.
Yeah.
I think Denzel Washington like signed the wall in there or something.
Yeah. What'd you think? Were you happy with it?
Yeah, I tried to go back at the end of the night for another one.
Yeah. Next time we're.
It was like the best sandwich I've ever had. I think our guitar player did go back.
He had two.
Did you?
He had two.
and then our assistant tour manager bought a piece of pizza and a Philly steak and cheese.
That's
and
good.
rolled it.
And what is that called?
The Philly taco.
A Philly taco.
Yeah.
He's in the green room before we play, and he's wrapping this pizza around a Philly cheesesteak. I'm like, what is happening right now?
And because you were at the TLA, he went to Lorenzo's, was like the very famous pizza place where the slices are like this big.
Huge.
And then, so Jim's is right there, but also Ishkabibbles, which is also a really famous cheesesteak place.
That's what I went to.
Yeah, Ishkabibbles, yeah. So he probably got one from those and then wrapped it up, and it became like a thing. But then I always tell people you gotta run the Rocky steps, like the Art Museum steps, and you burn it off.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart.
You know, and then you get the picture of the top of the steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is amazing.
So cool.
So, wait, everybody introduce yourself really quick. Obviously, we know you, but you play the guitar. What's your name?
My name's John Luke.
Hello.
Hey, how are
Wait,
you?
and you're a drummer?
I am.
And what's your name?
BC Taylor.
His name is Box Boy.
What's your real name?
Box Boy.
Box Boy. AKA Box Boy.
That's what I go by.
I love
That's my
that.
Instagram handle.
It's just Box Boy.
I'm creating that now.
At Box Boy.
I'm going to start tagging Box Boy now.
Listen, it's a memorable name.
Yeah, they're good.
You know what I mean?
Good
Like,
one.
Absolutely.
and your name
Old BB.
sounds like you could be on a soap opera. You know what I mean?
Because it is.
Yeah. There
Probably.
you
John Luke came out of a coma
go. Doesn't it sound like that?
after his horrible
Monday,
plane crash.
Saturday.
And then he came back as a
Yeah.
ghost.
Yeah.
Next season he comes back as a
Drake
ghost.
Remore.
It like wrote itself.
Yep.
So what was the
Telenovela.
Yeah. Do you watch Jane the Virgin?
No, I don't.
Oh my God, that Jane the Virgin is the best show on the planet. You guys probably binge watch a lot of stuff on the road, right?
Yeah.
What was the last thing you binge watched?
Ted Bundy.
You did? I heard Zac Efron's amazing though.
Yeah, it just sounds super creepy.
Yeah.
I watched the movie and the Ted Bundy tapes, yeah.
Oh wow, both.
I have not, but
Okay.
Killers could be anywhere.
yeah, he's
a
been
look
in
at
really
these
weird
faces.
movies for like.
Yeah.
Remember that, John Luke?
Okay, thank you.
But if you want to binge watch a really good show, it's a show called Jane the Virgin. It's the last season, but it's like supposed to be a telenovela, so it's crazy, but it's like makes sense at the same time. It's
Well, that's
very
cool.
good. So it's like you're like, oh, and then you're like, oh wow, and then you laugh.
Oh, well, I love it.
All
Exactly.
the emotions.
All the emotions.
In the same episode.
Oh, man.
It's wild.
What a roller coaster.
Wild. Yes, see? You're already in
I'm
that
already in.
that soap opera mindset.
Jane the Virgin.
It's got no emotion. What a roller coaster.
I'm gonna binge it by myself.
Exactly. And then don't tell them anything.
I
you
won't.
know? Right.
I never tell them anything anyway.
You're that kind of relationship with each other?
Yeah, we talk too much, so.
Yeah.
We're here for you, by the
No,
way.
it's all good.
Yeah.
John Luke is
Literally
killing it.
He's like, listen, I got things to say
I
too.
had to
don't
bring
just...
it up, dude. You're talking about Ted Bundy documentary.
All right, so you did the Today Show. What was that like?
It was awesome. It was super early. That's not a good way to start that, but yeah.
It was great. It was so early.
Yeah.
It was, I cried a lot yesterday, just like my dad got on the phone with me like towards the end of the day, and this is pretty funny actually. They pointed it out, but like I'm in the car on the way to something else, and I'm like FaceTiming my dad, and he's like super excited, and he's like talking about everything on today's show and everything, and like you can tell he's getting emotional. I'm like, I think I'm about to cry. He's like, I think I'm about to cry too, and we both go, love you, and we just hung up. Because like we couldn't, I've never seen my dad cry, so like both of us were like, yep, bye, yeah. See you later, we'll talk later. It's like,
yeah, what do your parents think of all this? Like, was this something that you wanted to do since you were a kid? Or, I mean, I read a couple facts that like you joined the choir because you wanted to get out of recess, is that true?
I wanted a free recess, yeah. That's like the real story. 5th grade, for free recess, we joined the choir, and then I sort of just stayed in the choir from that point on.
You just knew you could sing?
I told myself I could, I guess, and then it just worked out. And then
I thought I could too in 4th grade, and then my aunt said you can't sing, you gotta read instead. So yeah, I wanted to sing Silent Night in my Christmas pageant, and then I started practicing, and my aunt was telling my mom, you can't let her go out there, she's gonna embarrass all of us. So instead I was like, welcome to the Our Lady of the Valley Christmas pageant.
Oh my God.
So you lucked out and you sang in 5th grade and it ended up working out for you.
Wow, that's harsh.
It's okay. I talk about it in therapy.
By the way, I'm having a great time. This is awesome. We're learning a lot.
Yeah.
We're on the Virgin. We're going to binge that on the bus later.
Do it. Yeah.
Good.
So like when did you start writing stuff and when did you realize like this could be a career?
It was the end of high school. I ended up getting a scholarship to University of Missouri for vocal performance.
Oh wow!
So, for voice and
right. See, you could. It's like you have to try out for that, right?
Like a
scholarship, yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of. It was cool. The whole thing was kind of crazy, and it just sort of evolved into this thing. And I'd been writing terrible songs in high school, and then I performed. I'm Moving On by Rascal Flatts in the talent show. It's one of my favorite songs, and then just kind of kept progressing from there.
Was country music always your thing?
Yeah, it was always my thing. You obviously grow up with the internet, and you grow up with different radio stations. Like where I grew up, you had like one pop station and 2 country stations.
Wow.
And you just kind of like flip between them.
Yeah.
And there's a melting pot of like music that we've all grown up with at this point. So I just when I write my songs and I put everything together, I just put exactly my favorite parts of every type of style of music. And
that's cool.
I just love the storytelling aspect of country music, and it's basically like therapy for me, and I hope people can relate to it. That's kind of the thing. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the beauty with music, and it's rhythm, but then it's also words, right?
Yeah.
So there's some people that can hear a song and like they just love the beat, and it gets in their soul, and they're like, oh, this makes me want to dance, or it makes me want to cry, or whatever. And then there's the lyrics, which do the same thing. It makes somebody laugh, or it thinks about a time in high school, or you know what I mean? And I think that that's why music and musicians are so fascinating, because sometimes it's the beat that gets you, and sometimes it's the words. You know what I mean?
Completely agree, and it's like super weird. Like if we did a vote right now, like how many of y'all listen to a song and you don't know any of the words to it, but like you keep repeating that song, and then how many of y'all like the first thing you do is like learn all the lyrics? Yeah, it's usually like a split. I think you raised your hand twice, but it's all good. I do it all.
I do it both.
You do it both, yeah. So, but like. It's so funny to like think about that, because like they're equally as important, and then like usually like the best songs translate for both.
For both, yeah. I find myself totally like I'm like, this song is amazing. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm singing. What is this song even about? And then there's other songs that people are like, oh, is that the coolest? Those lines. I'm like, oh, I have to like let me Google them, because it's just like I'm just a beat person. But that's why I'm obsessed with music, because it resonates like both sides. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And then you go to Google them, and the lyrics are probably wrong, because like someone put it in.
Yes.
I have a song called "Love That About You," which I'll play, and the line is, "The way you paint your nails to match the mood you're in." Right? For some reason, on numerous sites, the lyrics are listed as, "The way you paint your nails, it's a national joy." I'm confused at whoever thought that would be a lyric in the first place. I don't even know what that means.
That should be lyrics incredible.
And now I've decided to change it to National Joy, so we will be singing that.
You're like, thank you, Internet.
Thank you, Internet, for making my song better.
We should totally do that live. You can't even fit it in, it's not even the right syllable.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do it.
It doesn't make sense.
It's a national joy.
Sounds just rolls right off the tongue.
So what's the deal with the man bun? It became your thing, so now you don't want to get rid of it?
Yeah, I'm forced to keep it. No, I mean,
is it in your contract?
Yeah, it's in my contract. That'd be super funny. Yeah. It's insured.
Right.
No. Now, basically what happened was I grew my hair out when I moved to Nashville. I've been in Nashville about 6.5 years and graduated college. Ran my fraternity to the ground, and then moved to Nashville and just grew my hair out just to be different. And it was really long, and it was like 4.5 years ago. I was at a party in Alabama on the 4th of July, and I drank a little bit. And
that sounds like a country song.
Yeah, kind of. I'm sure I've written it. And yeah, these girls sat me down a Yeti in a garage, and they cut the sides off, and then I like put it up the next morning, and I was like,
and they were like, oh my god, it's so hot.
Like, apparently, it's a thing. And then I just sort of kept it, and it just became more of a thing. And then, I don't know. It's super easy. Like, people look at it like that. Like, literally, like, I get a haircut like every 2 weeks, like on the sides, and then I throw my hair up every day. So like,
do you ever wear it down?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really long.
Or if you don't want people to recognize you, you're just like, oh, there's somebody I know, and you quick put it down, and they just like think you're somebody named Bob.
There it is, yeah. I look homeless.
Exactly.
Aquaman, yeah. Looks like Aquaman. Yeah, I get that.
Oh, he does? Oh, yeah. You do kind of look like, you look like Jason Momoa.
I get that all the time, actually.
Do you ever, come on, you had to do the thing where when you're in the water, and then you go like, and then you get slow and like it flips back.
Going to.
Right?
That actually happened on your birthday. We have video of you doing that.
Oh yeah, you're right.
No, that's where
we did that, and it's also in my contract, so I'll be doing it.
Yes, because that's gonna go viral. You need to put that in a video. It will. I mean, I could see everything. I could see the clicks and the shares.
All the memes.
Yes, it'll be amazing.
It's a great boomerang.
I just think that you can do that. Yeah, you can do like in slow.
Yeah,
and then your songs playing in the background.
Even better.
Are you writing this down, management?
That sounds like it'd be a national joy.
I love this. And then you're frothing for the water. All right, so I like to ask some fun questions. You already answered the binge question. What's the last song you listened to or downloaded or like that you're obsessed with right now? That's not your own.
Yeah.
I do want somebody to be like, I only listen to my own stuff at all times.
At all times. I don't know. I'm so tired of love songs. That Love and Troye Sivan song.
Oh yeah, that's
song.
good. Yeah.
That one's awesome. That new Luke Combs song is amazing.
That is, yeah, that's a smash.
Yeah. Smasheroo. I can't do any wrong. Smasheroo.
What is the last meal you cooked?
Oh my gosh.
Well, probably eggs, because that's all he knows how to cook.
Spilling, hold on.
Eggs and cinnamon toast crunch.
He's spilling the tea. John Luke is
we all live
spilling
together
the tea.
too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. So
Sometimes I'll just walk down there and he's just making eggs, and that's it. It's just eggs.
yeah.
Just plain, no seasoning, no
Yeah, well,
cheese.
And then in the airport, he ordered 2 eggs. That's it.
Just plain eggs?
I like
Yep.
eggs,
How?
I don't
Scrambled?
No, you ordered them like over easy.
Or poached. Yeah, those are nice.
Oh, poached eggs are good.
But I feel like with a poached egg, you need something to sop up the. What do you do? Just like dump the yolk from the packaging?
I don't know. I just sort of eat eggs. I don't know, just like all eggs. Yeah, while I'm flipping my hair in slow motion.
But he does. I mean, he cooks great eggs. So.
I love this. I love the tea.
So we all live together, and a lot of the music I put out, we record in the house upstairs.
Yeah, well, he's
Yeah, the
cooking
cool
eggs,
kids
so-
live upstairs, and the losers live downstairs.
Did you build like a in-house studio?
Yeah, the drums are downstairs with the losers, and he cuts the drums.
You were driving that point.
What do? You record the drums downstairs, and then you like have the file and you mix it all together?
Yeah, we send it upstairs, and then he decides if he wants to put the drums in there.
He's like, nope. Next.
Well, no, that's actually happened. Like,
oh, really?
He calls me and he's like, hey, they're wanting to release 3 new songs. We need you to rush home and cut drums on all 3. So I rush home and cut drums on all 3, and I send them to John Luke to drop them into the sessions. And about a month goes by, and they release it. I'm listening to it on Spotify, and I'm like, sounds a lot like the demo that he sent with no drums. And then I get a call from him right after they release and they launch, and he's like, hey man, listen, so we use your samples, like those are your drums. I'm like, no, they're not. John Luke forgot to drop them into the session. They went to master it, and they're like, maybe he won't notice. And it's like, of course I'm going to notice. I'm the one that played on the track. And
So he tries to put drums in the songs, but
sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't.
It hasn't healed.
Really,
it hasn't healed.
It's a toss-up.
It's just like the Game of Thrones Starbucks cup, right? no one thought that people would see it, and they were like, "Yeah, there's a Starbucks cup in the episode." You heard about that, right?
Yeah, but that's listen. I haven't watched.
You can't tell me
anything.
about this season.
I haven't seen any of it.
Okay.
Except
seen it
that
all.
I've heard about the Starbucks cup.
Yeah.
What's
It's kind of
the
like
Starbucks? You're talking about this season. You've seen everything up until this season.
Yeah, so
Until this season.
in
That's
a
where I'm at, 'cause
scene,
I like to
not
binge
this
it.
past episode, the episode before, there was literally a Starbucks cup in a scene.
Stop.
Somebody just didn't even realize it was there.
That's amazing.
And then, but all the actors around, all the production, all the staff, and then in post, no one caught it. Or my theory, because I'm a little conspiracy theorist, is that Starbucks paid money.
Right.
And they're like, we're going to give you a ton of money. And everyone's like, okay. And then Starbucks got all this free publicity, and Game of Thrones even got bigger than it already. Like, I don't even watch Game of Thrones, and I know about the story.
Now they're gonna have to rewrite it to like the first Starbucks ever was invented during that
During that time.
The next episode's gonna be completely. This came out of nowhere.
Yep, exactly. All right.
Rolling on a
Clearly-
dragon.
They're all going into Starbucks together.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard of this place?
It's crazy.
In their full Game of Thrones garb. Okay, clearly we all three of us are chatty Cathys, so you're here to play music, so I'm gonna let you play music and stop talking. So thank you so much for coming, and don't fight while you're playing though, okay? I feel like this is
while we're
therapy
playing.
with you
She
three.
already knows this too well.
All right, enjoy. Thanks everybody.
Thank you so much.